Hello guys and welcome to the first episode of Mecha Origins. This week we'll be discussing the Brave series. In 1990, Takara and Sunrise teamed up to create the Brave series after Generation 1 Transformers ended in Japan. But that's where all the Connection Transformers end, although you may see some similar mecha designs from Transformers on the shows. However, the shows have no relation to one another. Most of the mecha designs for the Brave series were created by the legendary mecha designer Kunio Okawara. With that being said, let's see what the Braves are all about. With the first series, The Brave Exkaiser, which aired in 1990, the story is about space pirates known as Geisters, led by Dino Geist, who arrive on Earth to steal precious artifacts. However, they are intercepted by the space police led by the Exkaiser and his Kaiser team, who upon arriving on Earth, they take on forms of vehicles throughout all of Japan so they can fight against the evil forces of the Geisters. The series has 48 episodes. The second Brave series is The Brave Fighter of the Sun, Fighbird, which aired in 1991. The series is more lighthearted and centered around the adventures of Fighbird, which is an energy-based life form from space, who possesses an android for disguise and goes by the name of Yutaro Katori. The series focuses mostly on Yutaro trying to coexist with the humans and learning their way of life, at the same time protecting the planet from the evil lifeform energy from space known as Dry Earth. This series has 48 episodes. The third series is the Brave Fighter of Legend Da-Garn, which debuted in 1992. This was the first Brave series to have a more serious and dark tone compared to the previous seasons. The story is centered around the teenager known as Seiji Takasugi, who obtained the jewel called the Aurin, which selected him to be the leader of the Brave robots. With the help of Seiji, Da-Garn will fight and protect the planet from the evil space pirate known as Orbis, who destroys planets by stealing their planet energy. This series has 45 episodes and is more story-driven, unlike the previous Brave shows. Next up, we have the Brave Express, My Gaine, which debuted in 1993. I like to call this one the Batman of the series, because it features a billionaire teenager named Maito Senpuji who fights crime lords with a brave robot created by his late father. The episodes are pretty much standalone until Maito encounters his rival, Joe, and that's where the story starts to pick up. The series has 42 episodes. The fifth Brave show is The Brave Police J. Decker, which debuted in 1994, and it was more lighthearted and was more centralized about the giant sentient robots learning to coexist with humans and learning to be more human than robots. The main protagonist is Deckard, a giant sentient robot which was found by Yuusha. Yuusha helps Deckard understand the concepts of what it means to be a human being. The series returns back to the more episodic Monster of the Week formula. However, there's a lot of story arcs that happen when they introduce a new character or one of the new Brave robots that join the team. The series has 48 episodes. The sixth installment of the Brave series is The Brave of Gold, Goldran, which debuted in 1995, featuring the mischievous trio of Takuya, Katsuki, and Dai. This show follows the adventure of these three young boys who are tasked in finding the Braves. They are sleeping in some form of crystals. The main antagonist is a flamboyant and highly incompetent Walter, who is also seeking the stones to control the Braves. Now this series is more of a throwback to original 3 Braves, and it's more lighthearted, whimsical, and it has a lot of comedy. So the show is pretty much more focused in the silliness and the comedy aspects, and there's no real story at all. Mostly Monster of the Week show, with the last final episodes being linked together. The show ran for 48 episodes. Next up is the 7th installment of the Brave series, which debuted in 1996, and that is the Brave Command, Dagwon. Personally, I call this one the Super Sentai The Braves. The main heroes are selected by the Brave Seijin, who are able to don the power armor by activating the Dag Commanders and shouting "Try Dagwon," which grants them elemental powers and enhanced strength. And if that's not enough to defeat the enemy, they can combine and transform with their vehicles and fight in giant robot forms. And if that isn't enough, they combine with their support vehicles or with each other to form multiple forms of the Dagwon. The series was so popular that Dagwon got 2 OVAs. The series itself ran for at least 48 episodes. The last Brave series is The King of Braves, GaoGaiGar. The show first debuted in 1997 and is one of the most recognizable and popular Brave shows of the franchise. The story takes place in the year 2005, 2 years after an incident where the first identified extraterrestrial intelligence, classified as the EI-01, crash landed on Earth and absorbed a large amount of machines into itself before disappearing without a trace. The main story follows the adventures of cyborg Shishio Guy and the gutsy Galaxy Guard, who fight to defend the world from the evil Sunder who feed on human emotions, which allows them to become gigantic monsters. When this happens, Guy, along with Galleon, a sentient machine lion, and the Gao machines combine together using the power of the G-Stone to create the mighty GaoGaiGar, the king of all brave. The series is 49 episodes, and it was so popular that it received an 8-episode OVA and a 12-episode OVA retelling, which connects to a different franchise called The Better Man. Even though GaoGaiGar was the last Brave, the Brave franchise has had a long-lasting effect on the anime media. We see homages, references in different outlets, in mecha anime, non-mecha anime, and in video games. Sadly, at the time of this recording, there has been no announcement for a revival for this franchise. There's plenty of new toys coming out, that's for sure. But you know what? Remember this, the spirit of the Braves will forever live on. And who knows, maybe one day the Project C, a sequel to GaoGaiGar, may reignite the spark for the franchise. Alright guys, thank you for watching, for sticking around for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want, and to spread this video to, let everyone know how great the Brave franchise is. Alright, with that being said, I'll see you all later. Peace out.